Shalom. Today we'll be reading from Acts chapter 6, verses 7 through 10. And what we're looking at is the Talmudim, or the disciples, and speaking specifically of the emissaries, that is the apostles, had been frustrated because the community was growing so large and they were trying to serve everybody in so many different ways all the time. They were getting worn out, and people started to complain for this reason or for that reason. And one of the reasons is mentioned here early in chapter 6 about the Greek-speaking Jews versus the Hebrew-speaking Jews, and the Greek-speaking Jews didn't feel like their widows were being helped as much as the others. And the emissaries they just said to get some delegate some authority here and get some other leaders, another echelon of leaders here. So they chose 7 men, one of whom was a man named Stephen. And so we come, and in order to help the people and to serve them, so that the emissaries themselves could focus on prayer and serving the word, so that they could teach properly. Okay, because it takes time to get your messages and your teachings correct all the time, as anyone who's done so knows. And so they had laid hands. They gave semicha to those 7 men, including Stephen. And then we come to verse 7. So the word of God continued to spread. See, it enabled them to keep teaching, and the word of God continued to spread. The number of Talmudim in Yerushalayim increased rapidly, right? When you have a growing organization, you need to have an established hierarchy of leaders, people to do different things, different functions. And a large crowd of Kohanim were becoming obedient to the faith. Kohanim, that is the priests, the priesthood, many of them, all it says, a large crowd of Kohanim, of the priests at the temple, were becoming obedient to the faith in Yeshua. Now, Stephen, full of grace and power, performed great miracles, doesn't say many, and signs among the people. That's pretty awesome. This guy just recently got his semicha, a little step above, serving the people, and already great miracles and signs. But opposition arose from members of the synagogue of the freed slaves. It was a particular group, a particular assembly, who called themselves the assembly, or the congregation, or the synagogue of the freed slaves. That word means the same thing. Ecclesia or synagogue, both mean exactly the same thing, just a group. No religious connotation whatsoever, by the way, as it is called, the synagogue of the freed slaves, composed of Cyrenians, Alexandrians, and people from Cilicia and the province of Asia. And they argued with Stephen. But, and this is important, here's the end for today, but they could not stand up against his wisdom or the spirit by which he spoke. The smicha is a transfer of power and authority, and whatever it is that you have that you're intending to transfer via the laying on of hands. And clearly, it worked with Stephen. There were signs and miracles, and there was teaching and wisdom that the opponents of the faith in Yeshua could not stand up against. And that's a great thing. All right, and you can have this too. All right, well, have a great day. Brachot, blessings, b'shem Yeshua, in the name of Yeshua. Shalom.